blame me for trying. Love, look up there, the stars are all aligned. Now don't you think it's time? Oh, 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 closer to me. I want to feel your breathing permanently. 'Cause darling, I'm not leaving here till I get what I've been waiting for. Some 25 or more, that's all I need. Oh, kisses in the moonlight, sugar, that would make this night complete. There got to be, oh, kisses in the moonlight, sugar, fly away with me. Oh, oh, oh. Most of my days so busy running, lost in a maze. We got no time for fun and dreams, but every now and then a dream is real, and this is how it feels. Hey, hey, hey. For once in your life, forget about tomorrow. Tonight is the night. Our worries seem so far away. You hold me in your arms so tenderly. I only want a taste of your sweet, sweet ooh. Oh, kisses in the moonlight, sugar, that would make this night complete. There have got to be, oh, kisses in the moonlight, sugar, fly away with me. Oh, fly away with me. Don't let this night end. Right now, in your arms is where I need to be. Please, oh, lady, oh, yeah. Kisses in the moonlight. And you know, then I know. Woo.
Good evening, everyone. We are about to start our program. Minister of National Security, the Honorable Fitzgerald Hines, Commissioner of Police, Ms. Ella Harewood Christopher, Chairman of Amalgamated Security Services, Dr. Michael Aboud, Commissioner of the Prison Service, Mr. Diosaran Ramuta, Executive of the Police Service, First Division Officers of the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service, Second Division Officers of the TTPS, awardees from the year 2022 and 2023 specially invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. I will be your Master of Ceremonies for tonight as we take you through the awards of outstanding officers in the Caribbean region for the year 2022 and 2023. Join me as I welcome our chairman, Dr. Michael Aboud, to give welcome remarks.
The Honorable Fitzgerald Hines, MP and Minister of National Security of Trinidad and Tobago, other ministers in government, the Diplomatic Corps, Earl Haywood Christopher, our Commissioner of Police, other Caribbean commissioners and their representatives, the Association of Caribbean Commissioners of Police Secretariat, our independent panel of judges, fellow executives and managers of Amalgamated Security, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening and welcome to the Association of Caribbean Commissioners of Police ACCP 37th Annual General Meeting and Conference Regional Awards. It is a privilege for me, as the Executive Chairman of Amalgamated Security, to stand before you today as we gather to celebrate excellence in law enforcement and recognize the outstanding achievements of our dedicated police officers. Since 2015, ASSL has proudly sponsored this prestigious award in collaboration with the ACCP, fostering a strong partnership between the private sector and law enforcement agencies. We firmly believe that the prevention of crime in the Caribbean cannot be resolved through law enforcement efforts alone. It requires the concerted involvement of key stakeholders, and that is why ASSL has made it a priority to support initiatives that enhance safety and security in our region. The Association of Caribbean Commissioners of Police has a vital mission to be the principal regional organization promoting and facilitating collaboration, cooperation, and the development and implementation of effective policing strategies, including partnerships with the private sector. It were these objectives which attracted us to the ACCP and its alignment with a common goal of fostering a safer Caribbean. In line with our shared objectives, ASSL embarked on the ASSL Regional Recognition Awards Program for public law enforcement. This initiative seeks to honor and acknowledge exceptional police officers from the ACC member forces, services, and departments. Each year, we recognize a total of 9 outstanding individuals, 3 officers in each of 3 categories: the top Caribbean crime fighter, the top Caribbean community policing officer, and the top Caribbean career move. The winners are selected by an independent panel of judges appointed by the ACCP. Tonight, as we gather to celebrate the accomplishments of these extraordinary individuals, we must not forget the countless men and women who serve in law enforcement day in and day out. They are the backbone of our societies, selflessly putting their lives on the line to protect our communities. Their dedication, sacrifice, and unwavering commitment to upholding the law and ensuring our safety deserve our utmost respect and gratitude. I would like to take this opportunity to extend my heartfelt thanks to all the participants of the various police forces, the ACCP, and its collaboration and support, because without your unwavering dedication, this would not be possible. It is through our collaborative effort that we can create the environment necessary to improve law enforcement capabilities and enhance the safety and security of all. To the brave men and women in uniform, I salute you. Your resilience, bravery, and tireless efforts in the face of adversity inspires us all. You embody the true spirit of service and demonstrate what it means to be a public servant. On behalf of Amalgamated Security Services and the Association of Caribbean Commissioners of Police, I extend my deepest gratitude for the sacrifices you make each day. In conclusion, I want to once again express my appreciation to all the police officers who dedicate their lives to protecting our communities. It is your hard work, commitment, and unwavering resolve that make a difference in the lives of the Caribbean citizens. Your efforts do not go unnoticed, and tonight we celebrate excellence. Thank you all for joining us in this momentous occasion, and may we continue to work together to create a safer and more secure Caribbean for generations to come. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Aboud. Two words that stood out to me in his speech: respect and gratitude. And I think that police officers don't have the respect that they need from the society, and this awards is a way of highlighting this and showing the work that goes into everyday policing and us showing our gratitude to these officers. I'd like to call to the stage the Honorable Fitzgerald Hines, Minister of National Security, to deliver some remarks.
Thank you very warmly, Madam Master of Ceremonies, for your introduction. Let me acknowledge the presence of members of the Diplomatic Corps representing your respective territories here in Port of Spain with us this evening. I recognize, of course, the President and Executive of the ACCP, and all of you as members of that very worthwhile organization. The Commissioner of Police, Madam Erla Christopher, though I have not had sight of her among us just yet, she is indeed, let us applaud the first female commissioner in Trinidad and Tobago. We thank her for her service to us, and of course, the other members of the executive of the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service, the members of the executives of the respective police services represented here at this conference, all of you, every one of you, as well the chairman of the Amalgamated Security, ASSL, who addressed us a while ago, and of course the management of Amalgamated and all of the personnel, of course not the least, those who we saw in ceremonial display this evening. I was quite pleasantly surprised. Hadn't seen this before, and I think it demonstrates the forward thinking of Amalgamated, and I think it is worthy of our applause. I think so. As the chairman alluded to a while ago, it is regretful that all of us do not recognize and accept the very critical role of the private security industry in our country. Many of us take it for granted. My research suggests that we have about 50 to 55,000 private security operators across Trinidad and Tobago providing security, supporting law enforcement in that which must be done to maintain the way of life and the stability, social stability that we all enjoy and want to continue to enjoy. It is in recognition of this that as Minister in the Ministry of the Attorney General, the Office of the Attorney General and Minister of Legal Affairs, probably about 3.5 years ago, I took the trouble, working along with the professionals there, the drafters, to prepare a private security bill which did not exist before. We had the private security platform, but it remained largely, in that sense, unregulated. And I took that bill through all of its stages, got it into the Parliament, initiated a debate on it, and it was sent to a joint select committee of the Parliament. I took it through that process as well and went back to the larger Parliament floor with it, and it lapsed at the end of that session and remains on the agenda, on the order paper, but yet to be debated again for implementation. That bill is intended to regulate the private security industry in Trinidad and Tobago. It is intended to raise its profile, assure proper training, professionalization, equipment, and all of the things that it needs, only because some of us recognize that it is a major contribution to the maintenance of law and order in Trinidad and Tobago as it does. So I want to congratulate Amalgamated for its service to Trinidad and Tobago. I want to specifically congratulate it for the wisdom in recognizing that law enforcement personnel, whether in the state or in the private sector, require recognition, inspiration, motivation, and certainly commendation as and where that would be necessary. So I am more than pleased to be with you this afternoon, or this evening, though I did not get the memo about the hats. You look rather splendid in all of them, but I'll content myself with my own crown as a good substitute and replacement. I want to indicate that as I looked upon you, I asked the Jamaican Commissioner of Police, who has a very, very interesting background and a pathway to where he is today, coming out of the Jamaica Defense Force as its Chief of Defense Staff, and he having been an advisor to the Jamaican Prime Minister on matters of national security. I asked him, as he was closest to me, I would surely have asked you if you were as close. When I look around a room on a platform like this, and even when I contemplate that which I saw earlier today as we launched this 5-day conference, and I look at the thousands of years of man-hours, of experience, of skill, of training, qualification of all sorts in this little room, and I think about the challenges we as law enforcement face out there, I ask him, as I now ask you a little more publicly, how is it we can't defeat those that we have been fighting with, trying to gain supremacy over, trying to suppress for all of the years that accumulated to the man-hours of which I just spoke? There are many more questions than answers, perhaps even the other way around. Answers, more of them than questions. But as I look on you this evening, I feel a sense of hope. I feel a sense of encouragement. And as someone said earlier, I am reminded that I am not alone. We are not alone and we will continue to do that which we are skilled and trained to do. So congratulations to you, Amalgamated, for your forward thinking and for your service to the people of Trinidad and Tobago and the region. Enjoy the rest of the evening, everyone. Good luck and God bless. Looking forward to working with you in the ways we do for the foreseeable future. Good evening. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Minister. We jump straight into our 2022 awardees, starting with our second runner-up, Inspector Derek Bob from the Barbados Police Service. So we'd like to invite the Commissioner of Police from the Barbados Police Service, Mr. Richard Boyce, to come on stage while I read the bio of Mr. Bob. Derek Bob was enlisted into the Barbados Police Service in 1993 and was promoted to Superintendent of Police in 2022. He has a master's degree in Global Human Resource Development Management, a diploma in Human Resource Management, and in Police Development and Professionalism. He's an exemplary officer with confidence to pursue. Join us in welcoming Commissioner Richard to receive his trophy, which will be given by Mr. Ricardo Laborde. Mr. Laborde? Sure. A round of applause, please. Thank you, Commissioner. Second, we have first runner-up, Assistant Superintendent of Police, Anita Wilson of the St. Lucia Police Service, in the category of Top Caribbean Career Move. Ms. Wilson has an extensive background in criminal investigations and prosecutions and is currently the head of the Police Prosecution Section of the Crown Prosecution Service. She has a Bachelor's of Science in Criminal Justice and has participated in certificate courses which range from money laundering, cash smuggling, as well as trade-based money laundering and fighting crime tax. Join us in welcoming Commissioner of the Royal St. Lucia Police Force, Ms. Costita Descas Pelus, who will receive the award on behalf of Ms. Wilson. The award will be presented by our CEO, Mrs. Pamela Hossain of Amalgamated Security. So now we move on to our winner in this category, who is from the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service. He is Senior Superintendent Wendell Lucas. Wendell Lucas is a Senior Superintendent. Well, in 2022 he was. Now he's Assistant Commissioner of Police. He graduated from the FBI National Academy and is currently the Director of the Financial Investigations Branch. He is responsible for filing 2 unexplained wealth order applications in the High Court of Trinidad and Tobago and has represented the TTPS on various committees. Please join us in welcoming our winner, Mr. Lucas, to the stage, who will receive his trophy from Mr. Jeremy Gunter of the Coast Guard U.S. Investigative Services. Mr. Lucas isn't here with us today, is he? So I'd like to call on stage for the photo op as well our Commissioner of Police, Ms. Erla Harold Christopher, who will receive a check of 5,000 US from our chairman, Dr. Michael Aboud. So now we move on to our second category, which is Top Caribbean Crime Fighter. Our second runner-up is Sergeant Bjorn Duncan from the St. Vincent and the Grenadines Police Service. Let's welcome Mr. Colin John to receive on his behalf. Sergeant Duncan has been a detective for his entire career, investigating high-profile cases such as bank fraud, deception, corruption, money laundering, and homicides. He has been public about his investigations and his evidentiary skills. Join us in welcoming Mr. Renald Hathaway, General Manager of ASSL St. Vincent, to give the award to our Commissioner. First runner-up will be for the Top Caribbean Crime Fighter is Inspector Vernon Lacroix of the British Virgin Islands. I invite Commissioner Mark Collins to receive this award from Mr. Curtis Cummings of Amalgamated Security. Vernon Lacroix was enlisted in 2000 and excelled in his work ethics and knowledge of the job. He was awarded a Governor's Medal for meritorious service and was selected to head a cold case review unit to review unsolved murders from 2000 onwards. Seeing that Commissioner isn't here, I would like to invite Mr. Anthony Rodney to collect on his behalf. Commissioner of Police, Antigua Barbuda. Get ready. So now we move on. So now we move on to the winner. I'll invite the presenter, Mr. James Forbes of the Sandals Resort International, to hand over this award to Mr. Matthew Also, I'd like to call to stage Mr. Matthew and our chairman of Amalgamated Security, Dr. Michael Aboud. Sylvan Matthew is a sergeant of police attached to the Criminal Investigations Department at the Grosse Isle Police Station. Prior to working there, he received numerous commendations and was the winner of the Most Outstanding Detective 3 years in a row. He has undertaken projects that have contributed to the public awareness of crime management and prevention. Join us in congratulating this winner, Mr. Sylvan Matthew of St. Lucia. I'd like to call the commissioner as well of the St. Lucia Police Force. She'll receive a check of $5,000 US from our chairman, Dr. Michael Aboud. Thank you. So we move on to the top Caribbean career move. Second runner-up, Sergeant Stephen Billy of the St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Let's welcome Commissioner Colin John, who will receive the trophy on his behalf from our Regional Development Manager, Robert Bauer. Sergeant Billy enlisted in the Royal St. Vincent and the Grenadines Police Force in 2002 and excelled during his training. He has been instrumental in using youth clubs as an effective community policing strategy in the Northwestern Police District. During the eruption of the La Soufrière volcano in 2001, Sergeant Billy utilized the youth clubs to assist with cleanup and the resettlement campaign, as well as donating water, food baskets, and toiletry to residents. Let's congratulate this officer in a job well done. I'd like to call on stage Commissioner Clayton Fernando from Bahamas, who will receive this award from Ewart Dinoon, which is the first runner-up, Chief Superintendent Anthony Rule. Is Mr. Rule here? No. Chief Superintendent Anthony Rule is a police officer in charge of the National Prevention Office, which serves as a liaison between the police force and community. It has implemented initiatives such as highlighting and awarding seniors, recognizing children of fallen officers, and department events. I would like to welcome Justine Aboud, seeing that Mr. Iwa Dinoud isn't here to present the award. Thank you. Please congratulate Officer Rule. Thank you. I'd like to call on stage Commissioner of Police, Jamaica Constabulary Police Force, Anthony Anderson, as well as Daniel Jansen of the German Federal Police, Criminal Police, as well as our winner, Nikian Brown, from the Jamaica Constabulary Force, and our chairman, Dr. Michael Aboud. Inspector Brown enlisted in the Jamaica Constabulary Force in 2006, and he was last promoted to inspector. He has been transferred to the St. Catharines South Division, Old Harbour Subdivision, and the Portmore Police Station. He is the founder of the School Boys Mentorship Program, which includes essay competition, prizes for boys and girls, and a one-day annual school retreat. I can go on and on about our officer, but let us congratulate him on winning this category. Now let's move on to the 2023 winners. I'd like to call on our first person, which is second runner-up in the top Caribbean career move, Anthony Remy. However, our Commissioner of Police, Ms. Ella Christopher, will receive the award on his behalf. Mr. Ricardo Laborde will present the award to her. Mr. Remy has been a model police officer with the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service since 1991. He has demonstrated an understanding of policing, communication skills, professionalism, and high ethical standards, making him the most qualified candidate for this nomination. He has elevated to the position of Senior Superintendent in December 2022. Join us in welcoming Commissioner Ella Christopher, who will receive the award on his behalf. Thank you. We move on to first runner-up, Superintendent Christine Stanford of the Barbados Police Force. I'd like to call Commissioner Richard Boyce of the Barbados Police Force to receive the award. Mr. Andre Kaur of ASSL Barbados will present the award to him. Christine Stanford has been a member of the Barbados Police Service for 36 years and was the first female deputy commandant of the Regional Police Training Center. She has successfully completed courses in data information management, workshop, contribution, training, and the use of PPE for frontline officers. Join us in congratulating this officer, Ms. Stanford. I'd like to call to stage Kenrick Davis, as well as Mr. Jeremy Gatu again of U.S. Coast Guard, Dr. Michael Aboud, and Commissioner Mark Collins of the Royal British Virgin Islands Police Force. He's not here yet? He's here? Officer Davis is responsible for the Special Investigation Team, which oversees drug trafficking, human trafficking, ammunition, and firearm-related matters. He drafted 28 amendments to modernize the way police fight crime, including use of drones, evidence from body camera, DNA samples, procedures for suspect identification, provisions to increase detention time for uncharged suspects, and the provision of electric monitoring and trafficking of persons bail. He spearheaded investigations which resulted in the recovery of 2.3 tons of cocaine with a street value of 250 million US, leading to the arrest of several local and regional persons, which disrupted a Latin America-wide operation. He is considered a point of reference across the police force. Join us in congratulating Officer Kenrick Evans. Ready? Good? Thank you. Once again, I would like to call on stage Commissioner Ulla Christopher, who will receive this trophy on behalf of Mr. Ronaldo Cielto. The trophy will be presented by Mr. Maurice Aboud. Ronaldo Cielto served in the Tobago, Northeastern, and Criminal Intelligence Units and used his experience and training to influence the executive of the Central Division in establishing the first divisional gang unit. He used his knowledge and experience to transform the Central Division into intelligence-led policing and develop a gang database. Join us in congratulating Sergeant Ronaldo Cielto of the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service. I'd like to welcome on stage Commissioner Elville Martin of the Royal Grenada Police Force, as well as Mr. Charles Rodriguez, our former GM of Amalgamated Security in Grenada. So first runner-up, Corporal Nancy Joseph of the Grenada Police Force. Corporal Joseph is an astute and well-rounded officer who is tasked with investigating various matters ranging from murder to obscene language. She has made great success in her duty and has demonstrated extraordinary dedication in her performance and duties. Join us in congratulating Ms. Joseph. Go ahead. We'd like to move on to our winner in this category, Top Caribbean Crime Fighter, Detective Inspector Jumo Shorty of the British Virgin Islands Royal Police Force. He was promoted to the rank of Detective Inspector in July 2011. I'd also like to welcome on stage Commissioner Mark Collins of the Royal British Police Force, as well as James Forbes and our chairman, Dr. Michael Aboud. He is now the Senior Investigative Officer for all homicides and associated serious crime investigations for the BVI. He has several murder investigations and with successful outcomes. And he has excellent communication skills and gained the trust of individuals, which led him to gather intelligence on the suspect who escaped lawful custody during the Hurricane Irma. In March 2012, he planned a large operation which resulted in the seizure of 22 firearms, including high-power rifles, automatic weapons, handguns, as well as a quantity of illegal drugs, which was valued at $420,000 US. he got all of this from the escaped prisoner. Join us in congratulating this awardee. So we move on to our last category, Top Caribbean Community Police Officer. I would like to call on stage our lovely commissioner from the Royal St. Lucia Police Force, as well as Mr. Melvin Aberdeen, Amalgamated Security Risk Manager. Second runner-up, Corporal Curling St. Jean of the St. Lucia Police Force. Corporal St. Jean has been serving the government and people of St. Lucia for 18 years. Her policing journey started in the Soufriere Police Station, where she amassed awards, tokens for recognition. In April 2012, she assumed the responsibility of leading community relations branch in the Southern Division and initiated activities such as viral anti-crime and violent marches, as well as Neighborhood Watch. World Suicide Prevention Day, she intensified her efforts and created effective and sustainable change at the introduction of a garden project. Join us in congratulating this police officer. Go ahead. Mr. Aberdeen will present the award to our commissioner. First runner-up, Constable Donville Myers of the Cayman Islands, in the category of Top Caribbean Career Move. I would like to join on stage right now Ricardo Laborde, as well as the Commissioner of Police, Cayman Islands. Constable Myers is a native of Jamaica who joined the Jamaican Constabulary Force, and then he was transferred to the Mona Police Post. He migrated to the Cayman Islands in 2017 and joined the Royal Cayman Islands Police Service in 2018. He spent his time on the beat carrying out proactive patrols and meeting and greeting citizens. He enjoys the idea of uplifting communities, and as such created the Boys to Men and the RISE programs in high school. Join us in congratulating Mr. Myers. Thank you. Winner in the category of Top Caribbean Community Police Officer, Corporal Cordina Douglas McLean, Grenada. I would like to call Daniel Yanis, as well as Dr. Michael Aboud, Commissioner Elvin Martin, as well as the awardee who is here in person to collect her prize. Woman Corporal McLean demonstrated a high level of performance in her primary duties and spearheaded several outreach initiatives. She undertook 4 major health fairs island-wide and conducted lectures and the presentations to relatives of law enforcement at PTA meetings, community church activity, and frequented the media. She also donated desks to the elderly, medical supplies, pairs of school shoes for school children, and she contributed to the changing of the minds of the public's perception of the Royal Grenada Police Force. Please join us in welcoming Mrs. Douglas McLean, who will receive her trophy. This brings us to the end of our awards distribution ceremony for the year 2022 and 2023. I would just like to give a vote of thanks to everyone who assisted in the contributions here and making this possible. Thank you for the commissioners of police for allowing your awardees to be present here with us tonight. Thank you to the ACCP Secretariat for ensuring that nominations came through as needed and the quantities that we needed as well. We'd like to thank as well our chairman for conceptualizing these awards, and we look forward to nominations next year for the year 2024. Thank you and have a great evening. Sorry, I'd like to call the awardees on stage for a group photo with your commissioners. I don't know who to. Yeah, we have the. So all awardees, could you come to stage to take a group shot with your commissioners? Go ahead. As well as all commissioners who collected on behalf of an awardee. Excuse? Yes, yes.
and the night.